Good morning, welcome back to the street market. I'm gonna try to do a short video. I just realized that a lot of my videos are real long, so I'm gonna try to put out some short videos as well. And I think today I'm gonna take advantage of these new parts I got in. So I'm gonna make a short video on how to convert your Motorhead or your like trimmer, FS, whatever it is you're using as a trimmer, into a KombiSystem for about 130 bucks. I just stopped at a few dealerships, bought a couple things, bought this cool shirt. I'll show it to you in a second. And I found the earplugs that I was looking for. These right here. I'll show you them in a second as well. And then I didn't realize that they made the handles for the files. I bought that like $2-3 piece. All right, so let me set up the tailgate, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, so here are the parts. Part number 4140, TAC 710, TAC 7120. It's a, what's that say, drive tube assembly. Next part, you got your couplings or coupling sleeve, and looks like the part is 4140, 160, 0700, and then you got your, what do they call this? That's a big word I can't pronounce. Drive shaft, and it's a 4140, 710, 3200. So those are the three parts that you're going to need. I've got my my impact, and let's grab the, let's grab the 130 or the 91. Let's turn that one into a combi. All right, there is three screws. You want to get this one, 1, 2, and 3, and that's how you will remove the shaft. These ones up here, they hold together the grip, so you don't need to do anything with those. So let me go ahead and do that. Make sure you're using trigger control with this. You don't want to strip anything, or you don't want to break anything. So I've loosened everything up, and then all you gotta do is just slide it out. So I'll go ahead and do that, and there it is. Now check out this rod on the curb shaft. See how it bends? Well, if you were to disassemble another straight shaft, this one, I imagine this one's got a solid drive shaft. You compare the weight, it's pretty significant. So if you ever want to drop some weight, make your trimmer lighter, and let's say you have a curb shaft and a straight shaft trimmer, and you can always swap them out. Obviously you'll sacrifice your edger if that's the only tools you have, but that's just, you know, something to keep in mind. So here's our motor. I'm gonna go ahead and open up these packages. I want to show you something real quick. My dealer thinks I'm crazy, but these pins right here, I've owned probably about 10 combis, and out of those 10, on 2 of them, these pins fell out. Sometimes the lower shaft gets stuck and it pulls them out, or I guess from just, you know, from smashing the lower shaft, you know, when you're inserting it into the upper shaft, I guess, you know, if you're not too careful, you tend to bend these, and so that, you know, loosens them up as well. So just keep that in mind as well. What you want to do, you want to grab this guy, and then the rod is going to go through the tube. So let's see, how do I explain this? So there's going to be like a plastic clip that's almost flush to the outside, and that's gonna go into your motor like so. And then right here, the rod's gonna go through here. If you notice that hole close to the edge, that's where this little clip right here is going to pop out, and it's gonna secure itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Make sure it goes dead center too. So real quick, you want to pull the rod out a little bit when you're putting it in, and then you want to snap that retainer in there first, and then afterwards it should look like that. Actually, let me verify that, because that doesn't look right. All right, so that's correct. So see, like if you have it, see, like right now it's not letting me pop it in because it's hitting that the rod. So if you just kind of set it on a flat surface and pull it down, and there you go. It just looked weird to me because it doesn't have the, I forgot it doesn't have the coupling on it. All right, so let me put the coupling on it now. You want to loosen up that screw, and then so this side goes in there, or I'm sorry, whoops, my bad, like so, obviously. So you want to manually be able to loosen that up, so you can go ahead and put your, you know, your tool, your combi attachment. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. You see that notch right there? So that's where that little plastic, what do you call that? Nipple, whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure that goes in through that little track system right there. All right, I've successfully attached it and torqued it. And all right, it's ready to go into our Motorhead. So obviously you want the part that's going to go in your motor is the part with the end with the rod sticking out, and then, you know, obviously that's where your combi attachment is going to go in. So because we sacrificed an edger, we'll go ahead and attach the straight shaft edger. And so how does this go in? You want that notch facing up. So when you put your KombiSystem, see how that notch is pointing up? Let me get you a better view. See, so that's how you want the tool to, you want to hold the tool, right? So you line it up accordingly, and that's how we're going to fasten it back. So we're going to slide it back in there. Make sure that rod goes all the way down and it butts against I guess the opening. So make sure it goes in all the way. And a lot of times what I like to do, before I tighten it up, I'll turn it on and then just pull the trigger, just real soft, so it in case there's any play, it'll just you know, it'll work its way in there. See, kind of like so. I actually pulled the trigger and it popped right in there, and it should be spinning just a little bit. I'm gonna secure it now. Okay, so what I do with the grip, it's already secured this right here, just to make sure that it doesn't pop back out. And so I tighten it up loosely, just so I can kind of, you know, adjust it where I want it. And I just try to center it as best as possible. You can use these lines right here. Just line up these lines there and there. And once I got it where I think I want it, then I'll go ahead and tighten it up. There is your KM91R. If you wanted to, you can order the emblem and just replace that and turn it into and officially make it a KombiSystem. So now we're going to insert the attachment and then verify that it's working properly. Completely forgot about my handle, so we'll go ahead and replace that. So it's just one screw. So it would have been easier if I had done it, if I had just done it before I put that coupling. You just slide it in there and then just tighten it. Since I already did that, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the screw, pop this out, and then I'm just gonna hook it right over there, right through there. So I gotta open it up. I'm gonna need both hands, so I'll be back. Like so. All we gotta do is just snap it in that way. Same thing, tighten it loosely, get it where you want it, and then secure it. And there she is. So now, hopefully I got that right. I'm never too sure how it goes. Maybe it goes the other way. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it on, make sure it works. There it is. Alright, so now I'm going to do the same thing to my 131. Actually, I won't do that right now. There's my 94. I had to verify because remember how I told you it didn't look right? It was because I'm used to seeing the coupling on it. So that's how you successfully convert any one of your Motorheads into a KombiSystem. If you guys have any questions about anything, make sure you put it down in the comments. Oh, before I forget, let me show you this cool t-shirt. Being a U.S. Marine myself, this immediately caught my attention. In the section where I normally get my hats, right behind this case, I found this. And so I knew it was meant for me, so I had to pick it up. How did I know it was meant for me? Because XL. I usually have a hard time finding XLs at my stores. And it looks like it says more than 20% of the 2.5 million men and women deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan over the last 13 years suffer from mild traumatic brain injury, TBI. The RLF mission is narrow and deep, focused exclusively on resurrecting the warriors suffering from TBI. For more information on the cause and meaning behind the unique logo, please go to www.resurrectinglives.org. That's pretty sweet. I love that. I went to Iraq, actually Afghanistan, my first year in 05, and I went to Iraq in 07, and I have my own experiences that maybe someday I'll share with you guys. But recently I've discovered that a lot of my friends are going through some issues that I'm going through, that I always thought they were just unique to me, but apparently it's something that we all deal with, and I think a lot of it is just for us, the adjustment. If you like, for me, if I think about for 4 years, my mind, my brain was actively engaged to operate a certain specific way. And so when I got out, trying to continue that, trying to maintain that mentality, it hasn't necessarily translated to success out here in the civilian world, because I don't really know the reason why, but it's just been a challenge. Lucky for me, the lawn industry has kind of the same I guess concepts or factors that I was experiencing as a infantryman. So being a grunt, you're always out in the field, you're always dirty, you're always cleaning your tools, you're always pushing yourself to the max, and you're dealing with elements, natural elements such as weather conditions, heat, just a lot of similarities that keep me feeling like a grunt. And when I put these tools on, I feel like these are my guns, these are my rifles, These are my, that's my tank. You know, I feel like I'm, you know, I call myself, I call this truck the QRF, the Quick Reaction Force, you know, truck. Anyway, that's a different subject, but I love the shirt. I'm definitely gonna rock it, not for work. I'm gonna rock it out, you know, out when I'm out and about. But you can see this. I saw some writing over here. Love the olive green. It's got the military stuff right there. It says resurrect a hero, strengthen a nation. Now, I love the message behind it, because most recently I've been really obsessed with the our World War II veterans, World War I veterans, the greatest generation. And it's just, I'm in awe of just, you know, and this is just because of my experience, you know, my personal experience. I've been in a few firefights myself, and I've felt the, you know, the whiz of the round over my head, and just, you know, I've experienced combat. And so, you know, I start checking out these videos, and this one video really, it was really cool for me. It spoke to me a lot. It was this sniper who went in, you know, in Normandy, and you know, he was part of the initial wave that pushed through the beach and towards Berlin, and he actually was one of the first that ended up on those concentration camps. I forget the name of them, but you know, that famous concentration camp. And so this gentleman, he experienced not only war, but he just experienced like true evil. And so this gentleman, you know, part of the greatest generation, you know, I started trying to relate to him, and I'm just like, there's no way I can relate to him. I mean, my experience was not any of that. You know, I didn't have to storm no beach under heavy machine gun fire, you know, and I didn't see, you know, the Holocaust. And I started thinking about my own personal life as a vet. You know, I was just like, you know, my generation, you know, it's time to just, you know, it's not my fault that we didn't go through all that stuff, but, you know, my generation, we really just need to suck it up. You know, we're lucky that we didn't have to go through all that. And hopefully in my lifetime, I don't have to worry about ever seeing that again. And so for me, it really kind of changed my thought process. And so when I see this resurrect a hero, to me, you know, I don't take it like it's not, you know, it's not about my ego or anything. That's the respect, you know, the respect that we should have for our vets, for especially the greatest generation, because there's so few of them, and there's so much that we can learn from them. Going back to the sniper, they asked him, and I'm paraphrasing here, you know, what if he had any advice for the world, and he was just like, be nice, you know, be nice to everyone. And you know, you got literally a hero here who's seen the worst of the world, and he's just giving you this simple advice to be nice. So it's something that it stood with me, and I can go on about this vet, you know, but that's I know it's a different subject. But going back to the shirt, it's a cool shirt. I love it. It spoke to me. If you get a chance, if you see it, I recommend you getting it. Apparently it's for a really good cause. All right. Oh, one more thing, and it came with this fancy canister, which I'm going to use it for something. I don't know what I'm going to put in there, but this is going to be pretty cool. Guys, this concludes the how to turn your trimmer or whatever Motorhead you're using into a KombiSystem. I know I went on a rant about the military. Sorry, my bad. Apologize. But for whatever reason, I felt like it needed to be said. But anyway, appreciate it once again. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me any comments, any questions about anything you have, concerns. Perhaps you got some advice for me as far as these videos are concerned. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.